What's up, Dumbledore Flim Flammers? How you doing tonight? As you can see, we got a lot of chairs up here because we got a whole lot of show. You excited for number 300, everybody? We should get everybody up on stage and do the Spencer dance. All right. From the Dynasty Typewriter at the Hayworth in beautiful MacArthur Park, Los Angeles, the 300th Harmontown is now in session. Spencer Crittenden, everybody. What's up, Spencer? Yes, why do we have bells? Do we know about this?
To buzz in.
All right. You got more candles. More candles.
I got subtle accessories.
Speaking of accessories, let's bring out the mayor of Harmontown, Mr. Dan Harmon.
Things are being knocked off.
Let's bring it back from there. We don't want to do that till like the end of the concert. If anything, I mean, isn't it ironic that I tried to telegraph to you for a teachable moment? It's an act of cowardice to kick over a chair that you've tripped over. It would have been brave for me to say, I tripped over a chair. That would have been the machismo move. But I did what a rock and roller sometimes does, cornered by their own glory. I was like, yeah, I meant to, I hate chairs.
Oh, boy.
I threw it on the ground.
Speaking of irony, paradoxes, is the plural of paradox paradoxes? What is it?
Paradoxes.
Okay. Welcome to the 300th episode of a thing that we never planned and we
And you would be the only person that has been for all 300.
I would say that's probably an accurate. Yeah, I never really thought about that.
I'm sure I missed 50 or so. I don't know.
Even Carson could like not show up for a couple, but like it wasn't called Carson Town.
You have no Joan Rivers.
But it was called The Late Show with Johnny Carson. So and
Correct.
he did, but you know what? I can't either. Maybe I just you can't fill these shoes. Can't do it. The subscribers would revolt.
We still have some
shoes.
subscribers.
Oh yeah, I'm sure we do. I thank you for those of you who are newcomers, those of you who have been here with us and followed us through all our venues. I guess tonight's going to be a night of probably remembrance, unavoidably. One of the weird ironies of the show is that we probably do a little too much recapping anyway by accident because we're like middle-aged alcoholics that are constantly repeating ourselves. Like, let's do a clip show. You guys did that last week. Do you mean you retell that story about fucking...
We definitely complained about just listening to podcasts last week. Like, Schrab made a big deal about that being a bad thing to do.
Right, and we do actually, for his enjoyment, we have some clips of our own show tonight to play for him.
He'll love it.
Yeah.
He probably won't disrupt it at all.
I didn't want to go overboard with the guests, you know. I did like what do you let's get Doug Henning out here. That was a magician. Whatever. It was like I think probably on our 200th or our 100th we probably had the same. Like I'm always like, well, get us our progenitor, the person without whom I wouldn't have started doing the podcast, and We'll bring her and her husband kind of comes along with her wherever she goes.
He's kind of a tag along.
We'll bring her out in a second, but I first wanted to, before she comes out, I wanted to keep it classy and talk to you about the fact that I'm shitting my brains out right now. That
Right now?
Well, something is happening to me.
Classy?
Something beautiful.
I think I might be dying only because I'm experiencing, for the first time in my life, just pure diarrhea without any other symptoms. So it's like you just say, it's like so your ass is just a faucet. Like, I don't have a fever. I don't have a tummy ache even. I just have I'll eat a cracker and my body will go, you want to turn that into 4 ounces of water? And then the irony is I drink anything. I'm even testing the theory. I can drink anything. I'm drinking a Coors Light right now. It doesn't do anything with that, but there's pizza backstage, and I was like, I know I can't nibble that, or my body will go into this juicer mode. I have no idea what's happening. It's been happening all weekend, and then I'm surviving on Imodium, and
You know what it means, Dan?
What's that?
You know what it means? You're in love.
That's more plausible than Dave Klein's theory, which is that my body is shitting out all its fat. And I'm like, Dave, okay, if it's possible to do that, why don't gazelle do that while they're running from a tiger?
I adore Dave Klein. Dave, he's sitting right near me. I think last week we proved that he has no actual qualifications as a trainer.
That sounds pejorative.
A bunch of drug addicts came on stage, and you were the most fit person on the whole.
Well, that sounds like a qualification right there.
Right.
He's getting the job
Right,
done.
I take it
And
back.
I would never work with whatever you think in your head is a legitimate trainer. Fuck that guy. I wouldn't work with him. So, I'm working with the only guy that I would ever be this long into working out and still show up every time. I would have bailed so long ago on any kind of I don't want to say real because it makes you sound unreal. Although sometimes I believe that I'm the only one that can see you, but there's absolutely no way. There's no way I would ever do a fucking the fucking trainer that's supposedly the real thing. I had to go with Dave Klein. All right. Anyways, and I'm gonna live 5 years longer at least because of it, unless I shit out my soul tonight. I don't know did I run over a gypsy baby?
Yeah. You don't remember that?
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. That'll give you the diarrheas right away.
Yeah.
It's just, I think what Spencer and our theory is, just so you don't panic at home tonight.
My theory is his butt thinks it's his dick. He keeps peeing out his butt. Sorry, what was our theory?
You made up that theory. You're trying to appeal to a demographic.
Which demographic would that be?
Our theory was that because I've been eating these protein bars, I get these.
Oh yeah.
I just these peanut butter protein bars, and I think my body has taken in so much fake alcohol-based sugar substitute that it finally got to a tipping point where my body's so we live on the moon now. So you're just gonna shit in a funnel, right? Maybe I'll help you propel. I think your body, if you starve it, your body goes into ketosis. If your body reacts to certain things it's taking in, your body goes, okay, so we're obviously being hunted right now, so here's how I'll react.
Right. But when you're on the moon,
I think if you eat enough of this synthetic protein bar, your body eventually goes, so we're moonrakers. Let's just poop liquid. I don't know. I thought you guys would enjoy that theory, but but I don't want to, look, part of our 300th episode is going to be a recalibration of our social contract. I'm sorry if sometimes I let you know after you don't react to something that you should have reacted to it. I never mean to do that to you.
Tolstoy, towards the end of his life, he kept a diary. And towards the end of his life, a lot of his entries just about pooping.
All right.
So you're turning into Tolstoy. So you're in good literary company now.
All right. I'm not going to connect the dots between diarrhea and diarrhea. I'm not going to do it because I'm a craftsman. I don't just connect whatever dots there.
yeah, that would be dumb.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything else before we start bringing out friends and just looking back. Here's a... Boy, if you didn't like the last thing I thought you'd laugh at, you'll love not laughing at this. Here we go. The ultimate paradox, I thought, as I was getting dressed this morning, the more slimming your shirt color, the more dandruff enhancing. She's like driving to work. I'm like, Jesus, fucking dog hair and dandruff. I'm like, why do you have so many black shirts? Oh, because you don't want to look like you're fat. You're trying to like be like the Venom suit and like you've fallen for that theory that if there's no color, you could like that people won't see your body. You'll be a shadow.
Is it me? I like what's going on with your hair and your beard right now. I like the whole design right now.
I put a little shampoo this morning, and so you got to give it a couple days to oil back down.
But you crossed over recently into being almost completely gray-haired. Like that happened pretty fast for me, or maybe I just haven't seen you that much.
Yeah.
I like it. You look great.
It's great.
You look like you look like one of the captains of like the Deadliest Catch. You look fucking.
Yeah. The deadliest catch of all, life. So you know that crab trap comes up. Oh, it's full of death.
It's full of sands of time.
300 miles off the Bering Sea. I can't remember what the fuck it. All right.
And it's actually sponsored by Coors Light, so you're fucking right in it right now. You got
Yeah.
the.
Well, let's
really
roll into
nailed
our other unofficial sponsor.
Let's bring out some of our illustrious alumnus.
Honestly, for real, I never would have the podcast thing. I never would have done it. She said one night at the Roost, you should do a podcast, and then I kind of resisted it for a while and did a show at Nerd Melt, and then started doing it. And she's also the reason why your favorite person in the world that you miss so much all the time is what used to be on the show before he became so valuable to you that he had to go away and serve you from a different tier of reality. Let's
What a charming intro.
I just want the audience to know
You fucking hate him.
I don't hate him. I hate the audience for loving him.
Okay. So you instead of hating one person, now you hate 100 people.
We all know, if you watch the show or if you've ever been to the Reddit, that the dog whistle for I hate Harmontown is I miss Kumail. Like,
Let's bring out Kumail Nanjiani and Emily Gordon, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Hi.
Kumail, did you hear that Dan hates you?
Yeah, no, I heard.
He knew. I think you
resents
already knew.
you. It's different. He resents is a compliment. Hates you is like, fuck this guy. Resents is like Lucifer talking about God.
Wow.
Wow, that's crazy.
You really...
That's like the highest form of flattery. I resent him. Oh, why? Oh, the audience misses him. That's a fucking, come on.
No, I'm into it.
He does like it quite a bit, yeah.
I'm changing microphones. That one has a dent in it, and I feel like I'm better than that now.
Old Kumail would have kept that microphone.
I'm not gonna have a fucking dented microphone. I'm God.
Look at mine.
Yeah, well, good luck with that.
It's like a cone head.
Do either of you guys
All-
want vodka on the rocks?
I'm okay.
Right.
All microphones are like cone heads. What do you mean? They look like ice cream cones.
Like a freak show cone head.
I see.
Old school freak show. Pinhead.
We've really gotten into unrelatable comedy now, where we just talk about the lumpiness of the microphones we're talking into. So.
Well, don't do relatable because I was trying to make them laugh by doing the meme of like I miss Kumail, and I guess people think that
These guys aren't on the Reddit.
Yeah.
I guess maybe they were.
I used to be on the Reddit.
Oh, no, don't be that.
Emily, are you proud or are you ashamed of what you've created over 300 episodes?
Both? Is both an option?
Always.
What a crazy thing. Happy 300 episodes.
Thank you.
What an amazing thing. The show you started out doing was we're all going to go to the moon, right? How will we survive there?
Right.
And every week explored that topic.
Right.
That was the original conceit.
Right, for
it's
the first
nice
couple
to go
episodes.
back and look at that's where we started.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
And now it's 300 episodes later, and Trump is going to the moon.
Space Force.
Space Force. And I want to dig a hole and hide and die.
Which that is easier than going to the moon, at least. Yeah.
Listen, I don't want to be the odd one out, but I like Spencer's theory that your butt has become a dick.
It just thinks it's a dick.
And it
Are
thinks
you
it's a dick.
pooping out of Because then we can be sure
Yeah,
that's
he
what
had
happened.
That sounds oddly satisfying.
I know. I'm genuinely sad I'll never poop out my penis.
Well, because
I'll never know what that feels like.
Aren't you picturing what's it, the
soft serve?
the Carmex, or what's the thing, like the
Carmex.
the lip balm,
Yeah.
it's got the little tiny hole, and then it has that really satisfying narrow
Yes, that's right. The angled
worm
guy.
that comes
Yeah,
out, it's
yeah.
really consistent,
And then
and
you just spread
you
it.
could
Oh.
write with it if you were a chef. Obviously
You wouldn't need to wipe. You just get a Q-tip and you're good to go. Carmex?
Would you have to squat for that, or you think you could do it standing?
Oh, you could do it standing.
These are questions I can't answer.
Speaking of Dan Poopins, there's something that you said, sometimes things stick with you. Like when I'm shaving, I remember comments about shaving, because it's a kind of a quiet moment. Or I'm washing my hair, I'll remember a line or a joke about washing your hair. But you have haunted me with the thing that you said, that you can never wipe enough. It's never done, because you said, my butt is like an endless can of shoe polish. And that has stuck with me, and it will stay with me until I have Alzheimer's.
Well, then someone sent me that meme that was from Parks and Rec, where Chris Pratt
the
did the thing where he's
marker?
it's like wiping a magic marker.
Magic marker,
And
yeah.
I felt so much.
Seen. You felt seen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. And he was like, thank you. You stole that. And I was like, no, you probably stole. Who knows who stole what? I mean, when I wipe my ass, it never stops. Ooh, great minds think alike.
Great asses wipe alike.
Speaking of great minds, we've had some wonderful ones on this show.
I thought that's what Jeff was doing. I thought he was setting up a clip.
We could. We have a bunch of clips right now that we can play up on the screen, and you'll be able to hear them if you're an audio listener.
As opposed to a video listener? Ha ha! Burn!
Yeah, guys.
Fucking
get ready.
roasted.
Let's just test it. I just want to see how it goes.
Turn your computers on and the sound down for this next clip.
Here's a little clip of our friend of the podcast, Rob Schrab, wondering about space exploration. Why don't we ever go down?
That's not Schrab.
Celebrating 300 episodes. Harmontown highlights.
All right.
And that was that
Oh,
clip.
what a great clip. What a great clip.
That was Why Don't We Go Down?
That's weird because
Really, watch their mouths moving.
Who
Really
could
good.
forget?
that clip was longer than I remember it.
All right. Well,
We flip. Here's something I've always wanted to know. How come when we go into space, how come we've never gone down? We're always going to the moon. Always going there. Always sending stuff out.
You mean
Pasma? How come we don't go down?
into the Earth?
Somebody, what?
Into the center of the Earth?
No.
he
We've always
means,
gone.
How come we're always on this two-dimensional plane?
Go
with
to Mars.
The planets.
Want to send
How come we
Voyager
go-
out?
Oh.
Why don't we go down?
That's
Why
funny.
can't we?
Yeah,
Why don't we ever go down?
Yeah, because when you
we
make
could go up
when
too,
you
but
make
we
a-
always go. Why do we always go? Well, we're gonna go to the moon, and then we're gonna go to Mars, and then maybe we'll go all this way.
there might be
Boy,
something right under us.
We could.
There might be a whole nother solar system
could
right
be-
under us.
We never.
It might be like
once-
an apartment complex.
Even in
there might be a sun under the sun.
Even in science fiction, it's like everybody, you see a rocket takes off, it just goes left. It doesn't go, we never go down. You know? And I think this is why the
because
South Pole needs a, like a rocket.
They teach you when you're making those little like mobiles of the solar system. It's just a flat thing.
Yeah, why don't they ever go down?
Yeah. Because then you'd hit a baby. Because it's based on a mobile. Oh shit! We're in.
I say
Let's bring out Rob Schrab, everybody. Rob Schrab.
There he is.
look how happy he is.
I thank you for the chair, Dan.
Yeah, well, we try to do right by our whatever you are.
I still don't know what I am.
Yeah, you said you didn't like the chair. We got him a chair.
I
don't like the high chair.
I don't like these tall chairs.
I don't like them either. Why don't you?
You're
like
all about going down, right? The chairs are too high for you. I'm referencing the clip we just watched.
By the way, in case we play any more clips, I did not want to create the false impression that any clips we play, then the person in the clip is going to come out. That's not true at all. We are absolutely tapped.
That's it. That's the end of that.
We did not
right?
reach out with no one's coming. That's not. We're not going to be like, here's Curtis Armstrong saying I lost my shoe, and then he's going to come out. It's just going to be a clip of him saying he lost his shoe, and then we go back to fucking asking Rob what's wrong with his nipples.
Rob, what's wrong with your nipples?
They're all fucked up, man.
His nipples are dicks.
Yeah. They do not return my texts.
Oh, like they're assholes, not
they're
like
they're
physical.
rude. It's not like they're chapped.
They're not like penises.
No. That would be odd.
Were you wearing a bathrobe in that clip?
Yeah, he was.
Yes.
That seemed like the kind of thing a guy in a bathrobe would talk about.
What was it? I think it was just like Dan's like, "Hey, I'm coming to get you," and I was like, it was like Sunday night, and I was like, fucking A, man, just gonna watch this, and I'm gonna eat that, and I'm gonna lay here. Fuck me, god damn it! And then he makes me go do his show. So
Do you wear bathrobes around the house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where would he wear them around?
I'm just curious what your sleeping gear is. What your like relaxing gear
Usually just my underwear and a t-shirt.
Okay, all
And
right.
Is it the underwear you've been wearing all day, or is it a fresh pair for
That's
the
a good
night?
question.
I wear it all day.
You wear it all day and then you go to sleep in it at night?
Yeah.
Why?
Everybody does that, don't you? Everyone does that.
Okay.
Kumail is weird on this
No.
one.
You don't
I go to
put on nighttime undies. You wear the daytime undies unless you're gonna have.
We'll be doing laundry forever on Friday if we do that. That is a double underwear? Are you crazy?
You can buy underwear. It's so cheap and it lasts
and then
forever.
throw them away? Like disposable underwear?
No, I didn't say that.
Jesus
Christ.
Christ.
But all day you've been wearing underwear and then you wear that to
You've
sleep
changed.
at night?
Yeah. It's
I
fully
change
strange.
underwear.
Yes.
I also will change my socks halfway through the day. Fuck you.
You will?
It changes your life. Change your socks at like 2 p.m. It's like the day just started.
This is also
one person.
No, this is smart. I'm liking this.
Well, look,
This is good.
I change undies.
Uh-oh, Rob's down.
Schrab's doing a
There we
thing.
go.
What the fuck is going on?
I dropped my phone.
Maybe the chair is not a great idea.
Yeah.
This is also a man who takes his shirt off when he goes to the bathroom in a large way.
Do you take your pants off? Sometimes I take my pants off.
I leave my pants on and shit into them shirtless.
Oh. Well,
Wait, so when
that's
you-
why you change your underwear before you go to bed.
That's right.
There you go.
This
Now
is
you're
all
getting
coming
it.
together.
Now you're
Because
getting
by
it.
then, I've already peed in it multiple times, and if I'm lucky, pooped in it twice or thrice.
Wait, Kumail
Emily, are
or
you
Emily,
saying this? Because this
you-
tracks
hold,
for
hold
me.
up, hold up. I have comptroller
Oh
questions.
shit.
Uh-oh.
Jeff just pulled rank. So did Schrab.
Feisty.
Emily, did you just announce that Kumail Nanjiani
Great.
of movie fame takes his
I'm
shirt,
not in fame. Hello.
takes his shirt off to go poo?
I am 100% announcing that. Is that
If it's going to be a major one, I get it.
Are you
Okay.
afraid? Are you afraid you're going to poop on your shirt?
To me, all of... No, I just want to be free. I even take my wedding... I even take off my wedding ring.
He
I'm
takes
like,
his wedding
this
ring
is
off.
me time.
naked? Just naked.
I am naked as the day I was born. If I could, I'd take my fucking contact lenses out. I take off my wedding ring because what we have is not part of this. This is me.
Mine stays all the way on.
I am a
I
human
use
being.
this hand to wipe with, in fact. So we're opposite people.
Oh my God.
Emily.
You
Yes,
wipe
dear.
with the wedding ring that
Yeah.
I gave you.
We gave it to each other.
Has and I'm sorry to do this, but this is a question that affects me. Do you get mad if Kumail forgets to flush? Like,
I don't forget to flush.
Okay.
How can you forget to flush?
Hypothetical.
You know what the first clue is? There's something in there.
Do you forget to flush?
This is a guy that changes outfits to go poo. He's not going to forget the flush.
No.
No.
Yeah, it's,
Okay.
he goes to Narnia to poop. Like,
All
he's
right.
not going to forget.
True,
He's
yeah.
like, oh, what did I forget?
Okay,
Do
all
you
right.
forget?
Everybody just settle the fuck down. All right, so, and I've discussed this on the show before, the last 5 years I've been forgetting to flush the toilet.
Oh.
What's going on?
It just started the last 5 years.
It just started. I blame Wi-Fi. I think there's something in the air that is affecting my brain.
Oh, so like the bees
Wi-Fi.
were getting
Yeah.
lost.
Yeah.
That's
it's
how you
the
forget.
bees in you. The
Yeah.
bees in you not flushing.
I read a science paper. It said that bees are getting lost and then some people are forgetting to flush.
I think that Wi-Fi kills ghosts. I think that's why we don't see ghosts anymore.
I think you're right.
Because there were ghosts and then they got pulverized
Wait.
by all this electromagnetic radiation without
saying-
bodies to protect themselves.
You were saying there were ghosts until the late 90s?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely there were.
You
I mean,
saw-
No, I just know.
You know why I think there's ghosts?
Why?
Because it is because of Wi-Fi, but here's why.
Why?
Ghosts can only walk around and they can't touch anything. But think about it. We're all on our phones and iPads now, so ghosts are like set. They're like, oh, I'm just gonna watch ABC News with this guy. Their ghosts are like, they don't have to be poltergeists
You're
anymore.
not
They'll be like,
saying-
what's this tea kettle doing here? This isn't my wife's tea kettle. They're like, Jesus Christ, that's a great tweet. You
So
know,
you're
like
saying they're being entertained now.
yeah, the
Okay.
ghosts are like
They're
hooked
being
in
pacified.
because what do we know about ghosts? They're
They
fucking
love-
petty.
Yeah.
They get hooked in by petty shit. Otherwise,
Yeah.
they go to fucking heaven.
And they get out of
Yeah.
here. Yeah, they're
Like,
trapped.
when you die, there's a gateway that goes like rise above it, and they're like, no, I'll do the Twitter of fucking supernatural activity, which is hang out here and fucking monitor
people.
everything.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I might miss something. Who's living in my apartment? And then for everybody to be like, hey, look, it's my dick and balls, and the ghost is like, fuck yeah.
Okay. That's a pretty good theory, actually.
That's not a bad theory.
Yeah.
So you're saying they're still around. They're
Yeah.
just
Placated.
Occupied. They're
happy.
occupied. Yeah.
They're happy.
They're more like us now. They're not like, who is this living in my house? They're like, oh, it's one of me.
Oh yeah. And
Also,
then-
they
another-
recognize
it's
game,
another-
recognize game.
It's another floaty, non-person just like drifting through the
kinda
fucking
like
earth,
that.
like not knowing where to go.
So,
I have a question.
Is it possible that you just flushed it and it's not enough?
Great question. Great
that
question.
that
Sorry.
No, I wanted to go back to that
That's a
too.
very good question.
So lately, I've been trying really hard
To flush?
To flush, so hard. It's a lot. Like I dream
bring
about
himself
What's
to
getting
do
in the
it.
way?
poop, it
forgetting.
sounds
Forgetting
Forgetting
is
is getting in the way, and but it's like I have so much anxiety to the point that I'll be like this morning, I'll be driving to work and then I'll stop at a stop sign and went, oh shit, and I'll text Kate going, hey, just in case, flush the toilet before you open the lid.
or you close the lid.
Closes
Yeah.
the
You
lid.
remember
What is
to
it,
close the
Christmas?
There's your fucking problem.
Why are you closing the lid?
Keep the lid open, and you'll be brushing your teeth, and you'll see the poop.
particles get on your toothbrush, man.
Oh yeah, good call, dude.
But the
It's
doo-doo
way more
stays in the toilet
Yeah.
also, otherwise.
That's a great reason to flush. Like, you're remembering
Yes.
you're remembering poop particles enough to close it in like a fucking mogwai.
Or you could get a
Like,
window.
no.
You could get a window installed in the lid of the toilet.
Oh, that could be good.
That's a great
that could
idea.
be huge.
There you go.
Get one of
That's
those,
it, dude.
One of those fancy glass top toilets.
Yeah, like a fancy glass top toilet. Or you could remember to flush like every other fucking human being in the world.
You know what? You could get
I
a.
bet you there's a lot of people out there that forget to flush, and
Well, no,
I
but
think
There's
it's
some.
more than that. It's your anxiety about it is now the big deal.
now it's a big deal
Yeah.
because I'll at the stoplight I'll text and I'll go, there's not even an ellipses of like too late.
Oh.
And I'll be a bum, 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 bum,
Oh,
green.
That was the Price is Right
Yeah.
theme.
So it's like how people forget, like, oh, did I leave the oven on or whatever? You're like,
Yeah.
I
Oh, the
left.
iron on I have like that too, except it's.
Yeah,
it's
that happens to me where I think I've left a straightening iron on, but
Every time we leave the house.
okay, that's true. But I'd never leave it on. But you actually are leaving poop in that toilet. Maybe an auto flusher, like an airport.
That could be
toilet.
good.
Schrab, also, you have one of the most exotic toilets I've ever seen. It's
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a great toilet.
It's one of those Japanese things that talks to you. And
It does like
yeah.
little water fountain dances.
I need to upgrade.
Yeah, you do.
Here, I have an idea.
Get an
Upgrade?
No, don't upgrade.
Low-
Here's an idea.
Downgrade.
You're saying Wi-Fi, so you're on your phone, and that's the problem, right? You know about how long it's taking you to poop? 5 minutes, 10 minutes? What is it?
Ooh, what is it?
When you have to poo, before you start, set an alarm, and then go poo. And then when the alarm goes off,
How is
you'll
he
know.
going to remember to do that? He can't
good.
remember to flush.
No,
Yeah,
but if he's
that's
remembering
right.
to poop, I bet when you have to go poop, at that moment, you're like, I have to flush afterwards, and then you forget in the interim, right?
Yes.
I'm just glad.
Set an alarm.
I've been feeling bad because I think your brain just degenerates and there's like pixels that get removed from the JPEG, you know. And
Right.
for me, it's I keep forgetting Jeff Bridges' name and like stuff like that. Like I'm like, who the fuck was that? Like, it's like just random people that you should have like. I'll be going. It's not like and everyone's just waiting for me, and I'm like, no. And I know that all I have to say is the bad guy from Seven. But I won't say it because that'll be weakness. Like, because then they'll go Kevin Spacey. I'm like, I'm not old.
Right.
So I'll just sit there and I forgot the name of the bad guy from Seven. Everyone has to wait until I forge my neural pathway back.
Yeah.
Like, but
I think that's
I'd rather forget celebrities' names than forget that my
Well,
shit
I don't
is
know.
out.
His
Shit.
only has one victim.
This is
Yeah,
this
poor
is really
Kate.
really. I mean, I thought I'd share something with you that I mean, with the audience, but I mean, like my real question is, does Kate have a right to be mad at me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only because you're a grown-up.
Okay.
Especially if
Well,
it's a new problem.
Well, she has a right to be mad, but it's gonna do about as much good as being mad at the weather.
All right, so
Well, no, here's the issue. Emily brought up something that's interesting. If this was the thing from the very beginning, when you guys met, she's like, this guy's great. I think I'm really falling for him. He never flushes, right?
She could get past that.
Then she should be, then that's part of the equation.
Yeah.
But now she's with you and you spring this on her many
Yeah.
years into the
Because you
relationship.
can't even do you knew I was like this when you
No.
met me. You can't even do that.
She can say, you changed. You used to
I've
flush.
changed.
But we're all changing. We're all dying, and ideally, we're dying together and partners.
but what
like-
if there's something
Ideally.
wrong with me? What if there's something
With
wrong
your brain?
There is. You're
There's
not
something wrong
flushing
with
the
all of us.
fucking
We're
toilet.
carbon-based life forms. We're melting.
But you can't make fun of that.
Yes.
Yeah, you can.
Watch. We've been doing it for a while.
It's been
know.
going great.
No, but I think this is just like your new
Thing
new
that I'm
thing.
trying out.
Yeah, like
For a while, he walked around with a little box of Captain Crunch.
that was
Like,
the thing.
ooh, look who came
Less
to the
thick.
set.
The bathrobe thing, and
The
now I
bathrobe thing?
don't flush.
Yeah.
We've established that Rob doesn't flush. Dan is pooping his pants currently. Kumail takes his shirt off like a fucking lunatic.
I take
Well,
my
it's
pants
not.
off.
And then pretend
Why?
like everyone does it, which is thank you for validating.
I
I
want to
was-
get back to that.
I
because
was stunned to find out everyone doesn't do it.
It's because it's like for me, it's like I've never done it, but I always think about it when it's too late. When I'm sitting down, I'm like, damn, I should have taken my shirt off. So I love the idea of you're watching Forensic Files and you're like, I love you too. And more popcorn. Oh, the meow meow bagel is good. And then Kumail's like a couple minutes later, he's like, he stands up. He pauses Forensic Files. He takes his shirt off like a Mountain Dew commercial. And Emily just knows. I guess he just walks off, and it's like, I guess it's gonna be 3 minutes.
Yeah, and I did find out because he would walk back into the room putting on his shirt.
Right.
Like,
I love that. He's like John Henry. He's like, I'm gonna go beat a steam engine. I don't want to bring any of that battle back with me.
Well, it's true because I'm a human being. I'm civilized, but when I'm sitting on the toilet, I'm a fucking animal.
I'm gonna go slay a dragon, and when I come back, I'm still gonna be a white knight. Like I'm not gonna have blood all over me.
Do you do that in public?
I don't poop in public.
No, but like at work and stuff. Sure, you've pooped at work, right? Oh no.
If it's a trailer,
yeah,
I take everything off.
You take everything off in your trailer at work?
Yeah.
That is so weird.
You strip down. You take off your socks and stuff.
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Like you're a clone. Like you're a Logan's Run clone or something. Like you're. Yeah. Logan's Run isn't a good
you
reference.
get totally nude, even if you're on a shoot in a trailer. You get down to the fucking nitty gritty.
Brass tacks.
What about an airplane now?
Great question.
Ooh. I've never pooped in an airplane.
Yeah.
You really should. It's great.
No, it's not good. What?
Theoretically, you've taken some very long flights. You never had the...
Although I do go onto a plane, and the first thing I do is I go and change my underwear in the airplane back. I go and change...
That's a good... This is why you're so fucked. Like, this is all genius level moves. This is all amazing shit.
No.
You must, you have the best, you must love it every day of your life. This is all optimized.
It's all good.
He doesn't have a fucking sweaty underwear going to bed.
What do you do with the dirty underwear on the
What
plane?
do you do with
That's a
this
great
dirty
question.
underwear?
So now you
I donate it to the orphans. No,
You're like Ebenezer Scrooge. What day is it, my boy? It's Christmas.
Go pick me up
the biggest goose.
with this? With Delta miles?
I've only worn it for 4 hours.
Also, doesn't sleep in underwear. Wears specific pajamas.
I cannot sleep in underwear. So if I'm on a plane and I have to take a nap, I'm going into the bathroom, taking off my underwear, not putting on another underwear, coming back and sitting in my seat to take a nap. Then before it's time to land, I'm going into the bathroom, I'm putting on underwear, because now I'm ready for the day.
This is making me feel like I have a hidden superpower, because I feel like, well, you have a superpower, which is like super sensitivity to your underwear being used.
I hate underwear.
I have the opposite. I'm like Juggernaut, and you're like the girl with has to wear the gloves in the X-Men.
Yes.
Or otherwise she'll kill people.
Yeah.
That's right.
But we're both powerful, but like
in different ways.
I'm like, it's been 6 days. I should change my underwear. Because I read an article about it.
You're just like cutting it off your body.
Someone just reminded. I saw a Zeppelin in the sky that was a certain. I don't know.
I've always hated underwear. I probably didn't start wearing underwear till I was probably about 14. I delayed it as long as I could. I probably have 50 pairs of underwear that are currently in rotation.
Well, and this is a good question, I think, for the board. What is the oldest pair of underwear you own?
Oh.
Because it's a disgusting
Nathan.
thing to think about.
Nathan?
I don't know. Do you name your underwear?
Not name it, but like, no, the longest, like the oldest pair.
She didn't say name them. She said, what's the oldest pair?
I don't know. They're all kind of, they look the same to me.
Well, see,
that's so racist.
we're lucky in a...
While we think about it, should we bring out Brandon Johnson and find out what his underwear?
Yeah, used to it. Used to it. Yeah, used to it.
Yeah.
It's worse. The closer you get, it gets worse. The closer you are, worse. The closer you get, it gets worse.
Dirty night pants.
Okay.
Dirty night pants.
What's your
poop problem?
Dirty night pants.
It's a dirty white pants.
Dirty night pants.
Are you doing Foreigner? Is that what you're doing?
I love this idea of such elegance of changing your underwear throughout the day like that.
Yeah, man.
Right. So you agree with the rest of us in the middle of the bell curve that he's like Downton Abbey style.
It's not
like,
good.
Why is it not good?
Because I'm married to you. It's
I will tell you,
strange.
it's on some...
It's just a lot of laundry to manage.
Doesn't matter. You're worth it.
Yeah, man.
Goddamn, you're worth it. It's on some Rick Ross shit, for real.
Yeah.
It is some rapper baller type, like, I only wear this white T-shirt, then I throw that shit away type shit.
That's legit.
Floyd Mayweather never wears the same socks twice.
That's what I'm talking
You know,
about.
I did some math. For the price that most people spend on like coffee weekly, you could definitely have brand new socks every day of the week.
This sounds like a horrible infomercial.
And that's why I've come up with Sock a Day.
The thing is,
Are you telling me all I have to do is fill out paperwork and socks will come to my house?
I'm telling you, I'll fill out half of it.
Oh, I will never be alone again.
You will never be alone again.
I'll have all these socks to keep me company. Hello, Brandon.
Well, what have we learned over 300 episodes?
That it's okay if I forget to flush.
No.
No.
That's not been the
That is not a
takeaway.
lesson. That's
What
not
if
a lesson.
but the texting and saying, honey, I'm sorry, I don't remember if
And
I did
how
or not.
That's
often-
kind. That's kind.
But how often when you're texting or how often is it, what percentage of the time have you not flushed? And what percentage have you flushed and you're almost 100?
Yeah.
It's almost 100%.
Almost 100.
So what if you take like a golden string, right? You tie it to the flusher, and you put a loop on the other end. When you sit down on the toilet, you put the looped end around one toe.
If he could remember to put a string on his finger, he could remember to remove poop out of the room.
If you see a golden string on your toilet, you will remember to put a
That's
string
right.
on your thing.
Right. Let's
string on your
Let's
thing.
not shoot
From the
down
makers of
people's
Sock a Day.
ideas. Let's and
String
until
on your
we-
thing.
String on your thing's good. You could also say it as you do it. That helps me when I am unplugging stuff. I go, I have unplugged the flat iron.
You're like me.
So
Oh,
you
yeah.
could say,
Now, that's
I
a good
have
idea.
flushed
I think
the
here's
toilet.
so
That's
I-
a good-
I
that's a helpful
go figure.
thing to
There's
say.
a rope coming down from a really well anchored thing in your
With
ceiling.
pulleys.
It's like you shape it into a thing that slips over your neck. Like
Right.
So it's hanging. You're not going to forget. It's
Certainly
going to
not.
be in your way.
Not,
The way to get it out of your way is you slip it over your neck. You take a poop.
Yeah.
You get up. If you could forget everything. You could forget to wipe. You start walking away.
Oh, I forgot to...
What was I? I must have been so preoccupied with the events of the day. Oh, look at this. There's a toilet full of shit here. I'm naked. My wedding ring's gone.
How can you not, right as you get up from the toilet, go for the flush? Is that not part of muscle memory
Here's
by this
what I've
point?
learned. Here's what I'm going to take away from this conversation.
As you're putting your shirt back on, just flush the toilet.
From now
easy
on,
mnemonic.
I'm going to get totally nude every time I poop, no matter where I am.
It's freeing. You're going to love it.
But I'm also going to stop flushing. Emily,
Okay.
what's your weird poop stories?
Ladies don't have those. I had to. Okay. I had to dump in a Ziploc bag once when we lived in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's legit. That's some Iceland shit.
Hurricane Sandy? What happened? Or weirdest charity event ever?
Well, probably like New
Was
Year's
that-
Eve.
The nice man said he would give me $75.
So that's where that $75 came from.
I didn't know I'd be Oscar nominated one day. I thought I was at the top of my game.
Yeah.
I
paid her to poop in a bag.
Was
Best
this also
$75 I ever spent.
was this a deleted scene from The Big Sick?
We do have a poop scene. That is
Yeah, we
true.
do.
No, our toilet was just out, and they were like, "We're not getting to you for days." And we lived in a dangerous neighborhood, and it was late at night, and I couldn't leave. So I thought Ziploc bag.
That's
that
a rough
way I
ass
can
neighborhood
feel
when you
it.
too
What size?
scared
Like
to
the quart
shit.
size? Like the
I'm talking gallon.
sandwich size or the big
Gallon.
Big Daddy?
You gotta go the largest
You
size.
cannot
No, she pooped
undershoot
into a
that.
little Coke bag.
I did a dime bag's worth of shit.
Yeah, she
that
did
day.
a dime bag of
Yeah.
shit.
That was some
They
good
used
shit.
to have a little logo on them from her cartel. The cops are like, who's this
Yeah.
scorpion person?
Her poop actually has a blue hue to it.
Yeah.
Did you make
I
sure
gotta
the
say-
the air was all out of it before
Yes,
you closed it?
I did a pretty good
Why?
job.
Are you trying to keep it fresh?
No, but I did. The instinct was there.
Why?
Yeah.
Oh, just get all the air out.
I didn't.
Why?
I tell you why, because I didn't want it to pop Unduly.
fair.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you're not like blowing into it. It's not.
Are you sure? You take your shirt off. Let me have my thing.
Wait, did you save it until you found a toilet to flush it down?
No, here's what I did. I put the bag.
She woke me up.
I double bagged it 3 times, put it into
That's
another
triple
bag,
bag.
and then
Or
If only there was a
sextuple
word that
bag.
meant twice but 3 times.
you are so high and mighty for a man who has to get naked to shit.
That's the opposite of what you did. I am clean. The clothes are far away from the shit. You're shitting into a bag.
And yet I'm touching you
And
with
then
it.
double bagging
and
it
yet I'm
3
touching
times.
you with it.
Oh, no.
And then I went down to our dumpster, which was behind the building, and got rid of the evidence.
You were living
immediately.
together at the
Nice.
time?
Oh, yeah, we were married.
So during this period where the toilet was out, what on earth was Kumail pooping in?
oh, I
just
think
not
you were
pooping?
at work or something. You weren't there.
He
you might have been out
he
of
just
town.
bought a first-class ticket on United. He's-
So he
Yeah.
could do his biz.
I
Yeah, you
was-
weren't there for whatever reason. You were not home.
Um,
And it was just not the kind of neighborhood you could like walk to the
Right.
closest like
As a guy
bar
who
to.
listens to too many true crime podcasts with Cody, like if I ever got a text from Cody that said, had to take a shit, water's out, shit in a bag, actually shit on the floor, like instead of leaving the house ever, I'd be like, good.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. It was late at night.
I don't think that's healthy, but I know that would be right. I was like, good, just
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
Next time, don't leave the bedroom.
Yeah.
no, it was a bad neighborhood. It was
Yeah.
pretty common. If you opened the dumpster, it was full of bags of shit.
Just bags and bags of shit.
Everybody was doing that over there. So somehow it's okay to leave the house and go behind the building?
The building, you remember the back door was like that enclosed,
sure,
yeah,
yeah.
dumpster space. I knew what I was doing. Yeah.
No.
Wait, I have more questions. I've thought of more questions.
Yes.
So you wiped, I assume?
Of course.
And where did the toilet paper
It went
go?
in the bag with
Okay.
it. Yeah, 100%.
He's so excited.
I got rid of all the evidence. That
So
was
you
good.
would wipe and put it into the bag?
Yeah.
Of shit or a separate bag?
Same bag.
So it was just one bag with the poop.
Someone
and-
who found that was like, oh, I know what happened here.
This is Act 1 and 2 and 3.
You ever see like a public toilet or like a workplace toilet where there's like a conversation going on because there's something going wrong with the toilet, or so somebody will put up a sign, they put all the effort into it, Arial true type font, a piece of typing paper above the thing, it says like, but it's like, don't flush.
Tampons.
Well,
what have you. Yeah.
would that they would be that specific, because then you'd know exactly what not to flush. But I'm saying, like, when they get amorphous and they're like, don't flush non-waste or something like that, and then there's like, so then people get ballpoint pens and go, so you mean like toilet paper?
Yeah.
Like everyone, and this turns into a Reddit forum. Like,
Yeah.
it's like people are like, no, idiot. I mean, what are they? I'm like, well, what do you mean? But it's legitimate questions. I'm like, what is this, a time bomb? Like, what am I shitting in?
Yeah, that's tough. That's a tough one.
If you're flushing something, that has become waste, like no matter what it is.
Well, that's what you would write on the sign. If I am flushing this,
Right.
it has.
It is already-
So I can
I
put a
am
baby
become
shark
death.
in the toilet, and yeah, like.
I worked in an office in Chicago of all therapists, and for whatever reason, random turds kept showing up on the women's bathroom floor for weeks at a time.
How do you know they were random?
They were
a
different
great point.
peoples each time.
Oh,
We
really?
couldn't figure out. We just called it a phantom shitter. We couldn't figure out if it was like falling out of a pant
Right.
leg or if it was intentional. It was not a happy workplace.
No, I'm really fascinated with that stuff. Like,
Yeah.
because I think it's like an eruption of like.
There's some kind of
It's sort of like
primal-
shoplifting.
Yeah.
It's like an urban phenomenon, like among people who are like. There's one thing. It's like, oh, you saw that Canadian video where the woman just shits on the floor of the restaurant.
Yes.
There's like, but I saw that and I was like. There's no mystery to this. She's asking to go to the bathroom. She's infuriated. And then I found out later I was totally right, totally nailed it. I know my shitting people, and but it fascinates me when people are like, I lived in an apartment complex, and for 6 weeks, every 3 days, like in the dryer.
Yes.
Or so, and it was like it's some serial
Yeah.
like person that's like that's so
There's some
fascinating
kind of,
to me.
Either I think some form of rage that you can only really express through your shit.
But it's
and
amazing
then
that's not targeted
tough.
because I have a
You know
feeling
when
that-
you're so angry you can only shit it out?
I don't, but I'm clearly someone that I work. And we all kept being like, oh, I hope no one thinks it's me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I left that job and I was like, please let the phantom shitter continue or else it's on me. And the phantom shitter did.
Oh, that would be great
Yeah,
if
right?
you quit and then that person stopped. It was just elaborate revenge on you.
There's like 35 people who just like, oh, Emily, yeah, I saw that movie. It was pretty good. She shit on the floor at that one place we
That's
worked
like
at.
when the killer, when they arrest the wrong guy, and then there's like that period of time where the real killer is like, oh, I could
Then they
fucking
send a
go
letter.
out, hang up my jersey, and they're like, no, I gotta kill more
Gotta
people,
keep
and then they're like,
killing.
all right, you can leave jail, guy.
But there is some kind of like modern, like, it's like getting your hands dirty in a world where we don't really do that anymore. I'm starting to kind of get it, I guess, maybe.
I mean, that's what's because you know that the person who takes a shit in their apartment building's dryer every Wednesday is not also a serial killer.
Yes.
Like they're probably not torturing animals or something. It's such a weird pinprick like magma eruption. That's what fascinates me. Is I picture this person like Ally McBeal, you know, like going to work as a legal clerk and being like, and in conclusion, my PowerPoint is,
and she's like,
and they're like, good job, Daphne, and she's like, you got it. Moving on up, moving. And then the full moon comes up, and she's like, I have to do this or else I can't succeed. And it's like all of the ghost of her father going like, women mean nothing. And she's like, I'll shit you into a dryer.
Turn you on high heat. And then you just hear the thudding going,
Is it weird that I always picture a woman when it's like the phantom pooping?
I think because we're not allowed to express our anger any other way.
Again, I equate it with shoplifting.
Yeah.
It's like a female thing. You can let me off the hook, like only
No,
you. If you
will
weren't
not.
here and I said that, I
you.
would get
That's right.
fucking lynched.
Yeah, that's right, women. But also, that woman remembers to do it once a week.
Yeah, it's self-care in a way.
How
Like,
can
hey,
you not
things are so
remember?
intense. What are you doing? Oh, you know, I take 5 minutes every
I
morning.
do Pilates.
I do Pilates. I
I see
shit
my
in the
therapist.
dryer every Wednesday.
I shit in the dryer.
And then, you know, just sort of hang out with
And
friends.
sometimes I'm bad and I'll have like a bagel. And then I shit in the dryer.
All right, I feel like everybody's like, oh, you talk too much about shit, just a little too much, like.
Nah.
But and
2
what we
minutes.
really want.
I have a gripe. I have an issue.
What is it?
Do you guys have this gripe?
No.
Okay, listen up.
Just
Uber,
guessing.
Lyft, what's up with the air conditioning? You know, what's up with the AC? Really, you get in the car and it's fucking summer, hottest summer in record here. You get in there and it's a hot box. It's fucking hot. And the first thing you go, do you want the AC on? Or like, yeah, motherfucker! Put the AC on!
Probably to save money.
Yeah, I know, but come on, give me a break. Do you want the AC on? So put it on. And then like Friday night, I'm driving with this person, and then she.
Oh, you talk. Oh,
He's saying Uber.
I
or
thought he
Lyft,
meant
yeah.
the mechanics of the
No,
fucking
no.
car. I'm like, could you be
When
more
you're
of
saying
a baby?
driving, you mean riding.
You mean no? You mean Lyft and Uber drivers?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
You get in the back.
Yes.
You get in the back, and it's just. Do you
I
want?
was like, what a baby.
Do you want it
He
to
wants
be?
To know why,
Do you want to be sweating or in your back sticking to the back of my shitty
You're
car?
paying me money. Do you want to be comfortable or?
Yeah. Or do you want to roll down the window and get the fucking air in your face?
How about when you get in a car and it's like you get like an SUV, you're with a group, and then you're like, it's fucking hot back here, and then you're like, hey, you're gonna try. You do a million things. Like there's such a fucking like amount of chuffa. You got 4 people working on a problem back there, 18 dials. Everybody,
you're doing
and
this,
then
you're doing
finally, only when it needs to involve Capitan, you go like. Is it anything air-oriented, anything? And it's always the first response is always like just victim blaming, it's already on. Like they'll just say something that makes you feel fucking insane. Like it should work. It's already on. Like,
This shit was happening to me on Saturday. So I get in the car and I do the, whew, really hot one today. Which is...
You're trying to
Code
ramp
for
in,
it.
yeah.
I'm trying to... And then they go, oh, would you like the AC on? And I go, yeah, if it's all right.
I'll sometimes go like, they go like, do you want the AC? I'll go, you know what? Who am I to say yes? I'll go like, it's Los Angeles. You know what? No. I'll roll down the window, get on the freeway.
Yeah.
And then after a while, I'll go like, genius. Like, okay, now let's try some
That
AC.
weird wah-wah sound happens when you let one window down. That's a fun time.
And then she's like, oh, Okay, I'll put it on, but it gets so cold in here. It's like a fucking 122 degrees out. People are dying outside.
I wish there was a way to measure. Don't you wish there was a way to measure at the end of all of our lives? Don't you just wish it could be like Monopoly or something where we could, geez, little things like how many of the people that succeeded or failed, like to the extent that their success or failure had anything to do with money, like how much? It's like I just want to like be there at the fucking like St. Peter's Gate or whatever, where we all tabulate and go like, yeah, you know what? Every time you fucking didn't buy popcorn when you were in line and you made your date buy it, like you didn't. It made you poorer. Like you didn't or this like your laundromat putting that label on the machine and then making this hubcap into the bathroom key.
$5.
You didn't get rich from doing any of this shit. Like I want.
Well, but this is what she was doing. She was like, okay, I'll turn it on. And then what I saw, she was slowly turning it off, like slowly turning it off.
Yeah.
And I went, okay. And I rolled down my window, and then she turns around and goes, what's going on? Do we want AC or fresh air? I'm like,
Yeah, you shouldn't turn on
AC?
you shouldn't open the window when the AC's on. That's an insane person thing to do.
if
She was
it's not
turning it
cold
down.
enough, it's actually
Why
the
don't
smartest
you like
thing
maybe
to do.
use your mouth and like request things like a human?
When somebody says, hey, do you want AC? And I go, yes, and you slowly turn it off.
Well, she was
that's
getting
She was
dishonest.
cold.
She gets too cold. Also, I'll say that people who drive Lyft and Uber don't make that much
No, they
money.
don't make-
so the
they
money
make
that they
very
save
little money.
from ACs
That might
actually
add
helps
up.
them pay their rent
And it
stuff.
saves
Oh,
the
don't
wear on
high
tear on
road.
the car.
Fuck you guys. Fuck you. Fuck you. Bring a sweater.
Thank
Fuck
you.
you.
I just want to say I'm chilling.
No.
I'm chilling
hot
close
out.
to
You
the
can't
common
wear a
people.
sweater.
No.
He's a real man of
tired.
It's
people.
the hottest summer in record.
Yeah, change your underwear halfway through the day.
How much fucking money do you save by not using AC? I want to
Enough.
see the spreadsheet of it. That's what I'm saying. I want to see at the end of
it's
everyone's
there.
how much
Through town, you actually do spend a lot of money on
is it?
AC.
$30
Yeah.
a week?
But
What
on
is
the
it?
highway, it doesn't make a bit of difference.
Is
Well, it depends
is
on how much
3 cents
traffic
an
there's on the
hour?
highway.
Is it $4 a month?
Use
Like,
your
what is
mouth
it?
like a human being.
Yeah.
Use your mouth like a human
Most
being.
of your
I did.
complaint is I shouldn't have to ask for AC.
Yes. Yes.
We'll ask for it.
I shouldn't have to ask for AC on the hottest summer in the history of the world.
But it's not a problem when you have a mouth you can use.
And you do.
Yes, it is a problem.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It is a problem.
It's just a thing that happens.
You know what you do?
It's a problem.
Rob, when you get in the car, if it's too hot inside, you just do a Kumail and get naked.
Okay.
No, so
yeah, I'm
if
also
you're driving,
fully-
But
driving
then
a
she
hot
drops
box
she
around
drops us
picking
off
people
and she
up.
goes, "Don't forget my 5 stars."
Let's bring on Steve Agee, everybody. Steve Agee.
Oh, he didn't want to come on stage.
You back there, Steve?
The more you reach out, the more he'll hit you and strike
With
you
us?
down.
Yeah.
Have an exit plan.
Stephen Agee.
I was backstage texting Rob links to remote control toilets.
Yes.
Hey.
Gonna save my
It's
marriage.
real.
Wait, on
Gonna
Wi-Fi
laugh.
you can...
Gonna laugh my way to the bank.
I also sent you a link
Wait,
to
how are you going to the bank from that? You didn't invent that. So other people invented
Yes.
I also sent a link to a toilet that flushes as soon as you stand up.
That's nice.
it. Can you hack other people's toilets and then make them flush when they're
In the
sitting on them?
description, it said, no more fighting over forgotten flushes.
Hey, look at you. All right.
You should get it before they go out of business because nobody else has this problem.
Well, I
Hack
wanna-
into your neighbor's toilet and just flush it all night. So many problems.
And
That's
for
just
This
leaving.
toilet doesn't need to be on Wi-Fi.
He who
also
laughs
texted me that
last.
for Emily, there's a new Ziploc crap sack.
It's got a
there
separate little
any-
pocket for toilet paper.
Yeah, you need a separate little pocket. One for tampons.
Is there anybody in our audience we could crowdsource this? Like, try to restrain yourself. Like, if you really feel like you have something concise and from an expert place that we can defer to, that I really want to know the data on the cost of air conditioning.
Oh my God.
It's been
Yes.
myth
I'm not
busted.
kidding. Like,
Yes.
if you,
It's been myth busted.
Yes.
You could like flip this.
Is
for
it as
me.
much as
What
you
was
would
the
get?
result? on Mythbusters.
You save money by not using the AC.
Yeah, I know you save more money by not air conditioning the car than if you don't, but I just want to know what the scale of it is.
Yeah, like if you save $5 worth of gas.
How often?
Like just driving me from one side of the town.
Well, it's not going to be $5.
Significant.
Yeah, so get a $5 tip. It's an option.
But they don't say.
They don't get the tip?
They don't see who tips.
Yeah, how will they know that you're going to tip before they've dropped you off?
Nobody's raising their hand.
Ride-share drivers.
Here's what you do, though. You get in the car with a $5 bill
let's
and
see
go
one
AC.
Oh, there's somebody. Okay,
That
do you
guy's
want
got
to just come up here and give us a little bit of information from your perspective?
I'm
We
willing to
won't.
bet
We won't
he doesn't have
attack
any
or
information.
hurt
You
you.
should take a 5.
It's been a long day, and I've been taking the wrong way.
What's your name, sir?
I'm Christian.
Christian. Okay. Do you
I'm
want to tell?
atheist.
You don't have to tell us anything about yourself that you don't want us to know, but
Stop it, you fucking.
give us your.
I love you.
Give us your background. Why you might have
right.
knowledge about this?
So I went to UC San Diego.
Oh.
And
It's very hot there.
Why?
yeah, it's hot there. And I got a degree in computer engineering, and now I'm an Uber driver. So
Heck
Oh, okay.
yeah, you are.
This
How
sounds-
many
this sounds like a
degrees?
Good intersection of expertise. Okay.
yeah. So yeah, you can see who tips you.
That was not the.
Thank you. I've been wanting to know this. Thank you.
Wait, I don't know. Did you just do the world's most perfect joke, or are you? How much money does?
So
Okay.
for the AC, I mean, I guess you can save a little bit of cash. By,
See, so you were actually here to answer the other
but
question.
who wants to sit around in a car that's hot and be an animal for an entire week to save?
This
20
was
bucks?
not why you were brought up.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
We are
His
done with the
opinion on whether or not it's good to be in heat. We all
want
agree it's
opinions.
bad to be in heat.
He's equating it with
Exactly.
Let him
But he-
speak. There's 9 people up here. He's saying, if I could talk over you for a second.
Let him talk, for fuck's sake.
All right, go ahead.
I don't know what else you want.
Oh,
me to say.
okay. Well, here's what I heard you say. It's what Schrab is saying, which is basically like the savings on air conditioning are
Yeah,
probably
it's
in
minimal.
comparison
It's
to the
minimal.
jeopardy
But
of.
do you know that? You're just saying that because now you're on the spot and we asked you a
Right.
different question than the one you thought you were answering.
No.
What? Just.
All right.
He was doing a funny joke to open. He gained everyone's esteem, and
I don't think he was doing a joke. I think he thought that was the question. Was whether or not you can tell us.
I wish we could. There's
We're
some
gonna
way we
say it
could
was a
find out
joke.
what his intentions were.
All
Let's
right,
roll the clip.
Thank you, Christian.
Thank you, Christian. Does anyone know how much money you
It
can
doesn't
save?
save a lot of money, but these are people who don't make a lot of money, and a lot of the money they make goes to pay the costs of them doing their job,
Yep.
Which is what?
which is paying for the car, paying for the gas for the car, paying for maintenance.
That's their
on the car.
job?
That's a big
Yes.
part of their job.
Their job is to pay for the car.
What
Yes.
the
Because that's
lift?
what their office is.
Do you
If
think
they
this
don't have
is
a car,
funny?
they
That's their
don't work.
job.
Spencer, if we fill
I thought
a
it was
balloon
driving
with
people
our
be-
awareness that people who work everyday jobs are unfairly paid, do we have to be so distracted by that when we're discussing this other thing?
Well, that's the
don't think it's a
reason why you're
distraction.
uncomfortable, though. And I agree that being uncomfortable is not a good thing, but it's just a thing that has a reason.
right, but
I understand the
do we have
reason.
any idea
Oh,
how much
okay.
air conditioning costs
Does
an
anyone
Uber
know?
driver out of their overhead? Do
I
we
would
know
love
if
it
it's
if
10
Chris-
cents
Here's
a
my
month?
biggest problem. The surprise. Oh, you want the air conditioning on? As sweat is just dripping off of everybody's face. It's like if you're a restaurant and you get water because people are usually thirsty when they're eating their French
So
fries.
for you,
You have
if
to ask
she,
for water.
if she had been like, "Hey, I know it's very hot. I didn't have it on because I'm saving money because I'm not super rich."
You'd be okay with
Is it okay? Do you want the AC or not? So she does a little guilt trip to you before you
Oh,
do
that
it.
would be awesome.
Right.
I would.
Kevin,
10%.
Kevin Day just came down with the data.
Thanks, Kevin.
It's 10 with Kevin Day, everybody. Our illustrious
10%.
producer extraordinaire. 10% fuel efficiency is lost, Kevin, by having the air on?
That's significant.
10% fuel. 10% of anything is significant.
Yeah. Literally on the way here, we're low on gas, and you were like, "Let's turn off the AC."
That is what I did. I did that tonight.
That's right. On the
I
way
did that
here.
on the way here. I'm a big AC turn-off.
I had a friend so stupid when we were 16 that he was like, "We running out of gas. We got to turn off the radio."
I've done that.
Well, it depends on what song's playing.
All right, so rideshare operators within the sound of our voice, we're in desert cities where it gets to 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Like, we need to have this conversation. Among the many things that are unfair to drivers, they're 10% of their overhead, as opposed to someone in Minnesota, is like, it's an important thing. And we're feeling it first here, having the conversation, and I'm sure it'll be fixed by next week. Thanks to this podcast.
Solve that.
But 10%'s a fucking lot.
So much.
I would have always assumed, when I heard my parents talking about, like, oh, we're gonna get, don't turn up the, in my head, I was always like, yeah, and we should always eat generic peanut butter because of hospital bills. Like, I was like, I bet this doesn't add up to anything. 10%'s a lot.
There's
It's
also
a tenth
this.
of 100%.
There's also this thing where
Wait, what did you
people
say,
who are doing the share, sort of in the share movement, are compromising themselves. So when you hear somebody ask for them to compromise themselves a little bit more, it kind of sparks a nerve. While at the same time, if you're going to do the job, you should probably have a cool cabin. I get that, but I also get the we can't ask these slaves to fry our burgers faster.
To be clear, we should definitely ask for it to be cold. We should want it to be cold. But while doing that, just understand why it is the way it is. I mean, all the feelings are completely great.
Yes.
This is good. This is good. Let's roll the clip.
That's great.
What if it cuts to a clip of us having this exact conversation a year ago? What? We already did all this?
We haven't solved it.
Oh my God.
I mean, part of the reason to have the conversation is because maybe a ride service would say, hey, we're adding a button that for $3 extra, for 10% of the thing, the driver will receive an alert that says, please cool down your cabin as you roll up.
Oh, if I was a driver, I would never pick that person up. I would be like, that guy's an asshole.
No,
You're telling me ahead of time? Like, I like it a certain way, so come correct when you come to me. I'd be like, bye.
Come correct.
That must be nice. I like that you'd be that picky, but like if people really wanted it that badly, if you live in Arizona and every time you take a rideshare service, your big fucking problem is that unlike a cab, which runs on a medallion service, you climb in and it's fucking overhead paid by the corrupt, medallion service.
Cabbies do this too.
It's cool as hell. And then every time a lift comes, it's like hot, and you have to have the conversation. Like, if I don't know what the statistics are, the next thing Kevin Day needs to come down and go like, here's how many people have a problem with like being like, when they get the thing. I've always noticed it. I've always noticed that conversation. I've always found it like kind of like crazy and absurd. I find it way less absurd and like. The 10% of anything is like huge.
Yeah.
So now that can reduce my outrage by at least 10%, if not 90. Because if I get in and I'm like, it's hot, it feels like empathy for the poor. Like now I can fucking use that heat to make me stronger as a liberal. Great. Now I have everything. Plus, I have a Tesla, so I don't unless I'm super drunk, I don't need your hot-ass car.
I learned about this from cabs. I got in like 4 cabs in a row, and that's what they were doing, and I was like, what the fuck? And then I looked it up, and they were like, saves a lot of money. And I was like, I guess if it's your job. Yeah. And then I never did this issue.
I remember in the Milwaukee days, like, when we would like fill up our tank $1 at a time, and they'd be like, "We're not gonna make it to Dale's house in time to get drunk," and then it'd be like, "We're gonna turn off the air conditioner." And I always wondered, like, what does that mean per mile? Now we know.
10%.
Hey, who wants to listen to the time that Open Mike Eagle taught me to drop my mama fucking crutch? Oh, okay, nobody.
I do.
Fuck you.
Or we also have we have some hits on here. There's Rob Schrab's "Oh Shit, Chiaps."
All right, have fun for a minute and 35 seconds.
All right, please welcome to the stage the mayor of Harmontown, Mr. Damn shit! Fucking shit! Shit! Fucking shit, man! Oh, shit! Oh, my ass!
Let's bring Game Master Spencer Crittenden out.
Game Master! Oh, shit! Shit! Oh, shit! 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 Fucking shit!
My thumbs are greasy from all those chips that I eat. I eat a lot of chips. All
right, I don't have anything else to say.
Chips are delicious. I had some chips before I came here.
All right, hey, so I think we'll do things in
hashtag chips.
Why would you hashtag chips? I think the frustrating thing is that if you back it up and you play it really slowly, you can hear as I'm getting interrupted. I was like, that was 2011, and I'm like, I think we should do more for women's rights. Like I'm getting interrupted in the course of like great things. Like, I'm like, I have an idea for a show called Rick and Morty at one point, but it got delayed by 3 years because of that bit.
It's all Chiop's fault.
Chris, can we play Cheapy Peepee Gate?
Oh, shit.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, there we go. Cheapy
Thank
Peepee
God.
Gate.
Don't worry.
This is
Chris with the sweet switch up.
Came over today to he's gonna test drive my iPad Pro to see if he wants to get one himself. I have two of them.
Two.
I got the big one and decided it was too heavy. I like the smaller one.
Well, maybe if I like it, I could buy one of yours off of you. I could buy one.
He needs both of them.
I don't have enough respect for my money to. Yeah, I'd rather have my iPad Pro back and just you go get your own.
But, okay. I could have done
what
that.
am I going to do with that fair market price for a 12.9-inch iPad Pro that I charge my friend? Just give me like Blue Book value, and then I'm gonna have like a stack of $20 bills that I do what with that's not gonna be karmically damaging to me.
Yeah, come on.
I
What
mean,
the fuck are you
It's
thinking?
a choice between giving it to you as a gift.
What could somebody do with a stack of money? Think you're going to buy him his own iPad Pro, or are you going to make him buy his own
I
rock?
don't need him to buy me anything.
I'd probably do that before.
I don't want your gifts.
He's a little cheapy peepee, so he's gonna
I'm
test
not
drive.
a cheapy
He's a little
peepee,
cheapy
as you
peepee.
call me. I'm not a cheapy peepee, Dan. Fucking take it back.
You're kind of a
I'm not a cheapy peepee. I wanted to know if it worked. We were talking on the plane, and you said, well, I could let you borrow, and let me try it out, and I'll give it back, and I'll buy my own. That's not a cheapy peepee. That's being smart.
He's a little cheapy peepee, so he's gonna test drive. I'm not a cheapy peepee, Dan.
There was some editing there.
Can we see the open mic eagle one too? Now I'm curious what that is.
What's
Wait,
the,
what's
what's the open mic eagle one?
Let's do the open mic eagle one. That's a goodie, too.
Well, all right.
Can you all see okay? Probably not.
Wait, did you want to talk about something about the?
No,
Super
no.
Eagle
I'm
one?
just experiencing anxiety for water, ocean, waves, sky. Fucked your mama. Came in her eye. Okay, see.
See, now, why does it always have to be fucking somebody's mama?
I don't know, because I think about that, because it's Oedipal.
Okay, but look. I'll stop you right there, because you're doing something that a lot of freestyle rappers do. It's called having a crutch. But like mine used to be when I'm on the mic, right?
I love
It'd be
that.
like, my name's Mike Eagle. When up on the mic, I say hi to people. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
So how do you deal with crutches? Did you
you just
take a hacksaw to them?
Yeah, you become conscious of them and you just try not to. But it's there for a reason because we do that to help us fill the time between what we said and where we have to get to. And
the enemy is starting to think.
No, the enemy is stopping. That's the only enemy is stopping. You just keep going. Just like
rapping. Rapping.
It's that easy, people. It's that easy.
Salt, pepper, fork, spoon. Oh, a sun and the moon. I got a solar system that's going round and round. I got my voice in my brain, and the brain is the sound. I gotta flow through the rap. I gotta flow through the people. Here's the motherfucking church, and I don't go to the steeple because I go to the altar and I pray to God. I drop down to my knees and I let him through my body. I want to get down with you to the break of dawn.
Go, Mike. Go, Mike. Hey, he didn't fuck one mother in that at all.
You don't do much and you don't do such. If you don't do what you're supposed to do, then you do what you're gonna do. If you don't do what you're gonna do, you do what you've always done. I'm gonna have fun and run in the sun. I'm gonna be on the beach and make another one of my buns by cooking it in an oven and I'm putting in the shoving with my dick and okay.
Yeah, you put your dick in the muffin if you want to. Fuck the bread impromptu. Yeah.
Wow, that was some great rapping I learned to do that episode and then never went back. I think that is truly one of the things that I'm most ashamed of. Like, I kind of cry because like open mic came on the show. You felt that was it was real. It's funny, but it was also real. It was like yeah, you gotta get off the fuck your mama thing because it has nothing to do with mamas or fucking, but it's like this cadence thing. And then I was like, oh, you gotta ditch that, and then that happened. But I never ever it sucks. I never went back. I was never able to. I just went right back to the crutches. I'm ashamed of it. And that's why
Let's fix that right
we never
now.
brought open mic back. Open mic keeps saying, like, can I come back on the show? I'm like, no, you can't. I'm ashamed of myself. No, I'm kidding. He's busy.
Oh shit.
Toast, bread, go in the head. I didn't fuck your mama instead. All right. Rap.
Hold up. Zach, you got one of those new beats? Zach, are you with us? You have that? Yeah, lay one on us. I got all this over.
I like the idea that it's like sod. Like, you gotta do that new stuff. Like that'll make the golden retriever shit in the right spot. You gotta...
Yeah, this is a little more contemplative, Dan. So like, dig deep here.
Yeah. Ha, yeah, 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 the wind and the spirit and the tent, you never fear it. Ow, 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 and the Irish and the Scottish tribes need to be respected by the Pope. Ow! Cranberries, Sinead O'Connor, Michael Stipe. What? Break it down. My name is MC Dick. I'm here to give your balls a lick. I'm gonna slather my tongue upon the shaft and go and take a run at your anus. Give you a rim job. I'm not here to be neat. I'm gonna be a slob. I'm gonna slather all my saliva all over your privates. That's not what open mic taught me. I see his Jedi ghost shaking his head. That's not. Just because you're not fucking your mama doesn't mean you're not crutching. Yo. from my brain to my mouth and not rhyme anything with south. Oh, yeah, it's over. It's over.
Oh, damn.
Oh, don't. I mean, I was very impressed by that. I think it's a good show because we've been through a lot on stage. That was interesting because there were clips in there where we didn't have the audience, and then we did have the audience. Like the cheapy peepee thing, there was no audience, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I wonder to
They
what.
didn't like it.
They couldn't afford it.
They didn't like it. They didn't.
Yeah, we had a lot of good times,
Didn't
but
show
you
it
know,
up.
we had some bad times too.
Oh, we also had some bad times.
No, I'm just making that up.
Can we do? It's 11 seconds long. Can we do Jim Belushi impression?
Tipping that a bit.
Yeah, I was.
Well, he didn't say we could. Oh.
Mitch, have you got a Jim Belushi impression for us?
No video.
So why are we looking?
Belushi impression is not very good, so yes.
There you go.
There it is.
That
Your number one.
was your 11-second clip.
We asked him, do you do a John Belushi impression? He goes, I can do a bad Jim Belushi impression. No.
Yep.
I can do a Jim Belushi impression, but it's not that good, so yes.
Yeah, that's a great shot. Yeah, that one's too long.
That's
What's Ryan Ridley impression? Is that
I don't know what that is.
Well, Emily loves that one.
What is
Oh,
Ryan?
no, no. Let's do Curtis Armstrong's Scream Spells.
That one's good.
This is some good D&D. I love Curtis.
Is this one a video?
Hey, Doc. Remember what you said back there about me maybe.
About you could have done better.
I could have done better, and it's hard because we live in this world that it just reinforces the fact that you're not supposed to be free. You're not supposed to be happy, and I don't feel, I've never felt like I deserve happiness.
It's not true. You're a decent girl. You could have anything. I just don't want your life to be like mine.
I want to.
And if you need some more convincing, why don't I show you what my old friend Dr. Friend can do spell-wise? Take it away, Dr. Friend.
Agony! Agony spell!
Oh, Jesus.
Agony!
Whoa!
Agony!
Whoa.
It induces
same team.
terrible pain.
Same team. Same
in
team.
the target.
He's the guy that pays us.
Until it is deactivated.
Jesus Christ.
There, I've created a dome or wall. Of magical energy. Ramada! Osama! Physical barrier! Can I use my agony spell on the guy, even though he's getting away, but it's a long distance agony spell? Can I do one of those?
You don't have line of sight to him. He's far, far off. So
Can I?
I'm
But my
afraid
mother
not.
could do that without seeing me.
Fly, Eagle! Fly!
Wow.
We gotta get that guy back. We're gonna get Curtis back.
He was really into it. He was really in
I love
character.
that halfway through that sequence, there's like this crazy Easter show.
Easter.
Yeah, what was that?
That's
It
the
was
blessing
Easter.
of 300 episodes is that you're like, what the fuck happened? What?
Also, a series of horrible haircuts by me. This wow.
Yeah. Well, look. Oh, okay.
Emily, how are your freestyle rapping skills?
Not worthy. Not even no.
MC not worthy. Let's try it.
No, there was a.
Get a beat. Emily will do it.
Yeah.
Go ahead. It's easy. It's like pooping in a bag.
Yeah.
You and Kumail, both of you together now. Yes, you fucking can.
Well, then you just goaded me into doing it, so now you have to do it too.
do it.
Look at me, turn and face me. Look at me. We got this.
Steve H.
I'm not
tell
gonna
me.
do it.
We. That's really hard. That's really
Let's
hard.
keep trying. Let's keep trying. Let's keep trying. That was just the first take. Let's try again. Let's try again.
Make Steve rap. Steve rap.
Steve should rap.
Steve rap.
Face each other. Let's try this one more time.
Kumail and Emily, go.
Come on, let's go.
You got this.
No, I can't do it.
Okay.
You got
ready?
this. Let's go. It's like
I'm gonna
changing
do the-
drawers.
I'll do the start, and then you fill in the word that'll rhyme. Okay.
Okay.
This is impossible.
Just do it.
Any single time, I think I can. Okay.
That was
It's
the
hard. It's hard.
How can you have a word that?
How can you have a word? No.
No, but there wasn't a rhyming. There was no word to rhyme it with.
No, you're supposed to pick the word.
Okay, all right, start it. Yeah, do it.
First day of rap camp.
Let's go. Let's go.
First day of rap camp, and I open up my locker.
Waka
There's the
flocka.
word. That was the whole sentence.
Out the gate, locker is a hard word.
No.
You were gonna give
Locker
me.
is a hard
No,
word.
you were gonna.
Okay.
You give me.
This is good. It's
Don't
good.
do the last word, and I'll do the last word.
Let's start
My
with the
crutch is just
A's.
gonna be like pussy, 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 pussy.
Go ahead.
Hell yeah.
Let's just start with the A's. Work our
A's.
ways through the E's.
I've got AIDS. What?
Yeah.
Oh no.
We already have all the clips for our 400th episode.
Go ahead and don't say the last word of
Okay,
the line,
okay.
and I'll say the word.
I wake up in the morning and I go to.
Bathroom. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
I never even know what I'm gonna do.
Go ahead. I didn't hear.
I never really know when I'm gonna go.
Bathroom.
I think we're done here. Zach?
It's the run DM passive aggressive. What
I'm
a
gonna get back in my
dynamic
chair
duo.
now.
Bathroom.
That is awful.
I don't
hard,
think
it's
that
hard.
I don't think that you should be learning from me, but like a trade secret is you come up with a word, and then while you think of the rhyme for that word, you say, "I fucked your mama so hard that I like that." That gives you just enough time. So you're just like, went to the kitchen and had some milk. Fucked your mama so hard I felt like
Came on some silk.
Yeah. That's where the crutch comes
good
in.
Okay, so it would be like, I woke up in the morning, go to the bathroom, fucked your mama so hard in that bathroom.
Yeah. That's
dude.
rapping.
Go, Kumail.
Keep it up. Keep that rhyme scheme going.
Took off my shirt because I was in the bathroom. Flushed the toilet because I'm a grown man in a bathroom. Turn up the AC because it's hot in the
Bathroom.
Okay.
10% of your overhead. 10% of your overhead.
10% of your overhead.
In the bathroom.
10% of your overhead.
Yo, MC Air Conditioning is in the house. Be aware of it. Don't know what side I'm on. Keep the air conditioning on. I don't know if you should or shouldn't. Fucked your mama so hard, it wasn't prudent.
Wait.
I'm gonna pick you up. It's gonna be 900 degrees. Fuck you.
Wait.
Ooh, I'm part of the hoi polloi, so I ironically have the high road. It doesn't make a ton of sense, but it'll shut you up if you're thinking about complaining about it.
In the bathroom.
Wait, I want to hear Emily on that vocal thing. Can you pass her that mic, Dan?
Wait.
Yeah, put Emily on that mic. I want to hear her.
Vocoder mic. Yeah.
Okay, hi.
In the
I'm
bathroom.
here to take your mom to prom. I'm a fucker hard in the bathroom. Wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Then what?
And I eat cereal every day. I get it on the carpet and I say,
Okay. And then I go into
The bathroom.
Thank
The
you.
bathroom.
Thank you.
All right, give Kumail that mic. Give Kumail the mic.
Have to partake. No. Oh, it does sound great.
It's fun.
You can do a little alien rap if you wanna. Everybody knows you're in outer space, mama.
Yeah.
You're in the flow. Emily, please. You're in the flow. If that's a joke about my period, I don't appreciate it. That's my crutch. Okay, go. I don't know how to rap at all. Here I am fucking your mom in the stall. In the bathroom.
In the
I'ma take your friend out one night. Have a real good time in the bathroom. In the bathroom.
That was good.
All right, we did it.
I have no rhythm at all. That's the problem.
And the solution.
Yeah.
In the bathroom.
It reminds me of the time that John Mayer rapped on our show for
In the
1 minute
bathroom.
and 24 seconds.
I like
And-
that
and
we're having
kinda
a
blew my
full-on
fucking
1980s clip show. I love this.
John Mayer's flow was fucking like crazy.
Should have been a roast.
I'm gonna drive home
Your
and think about the
body
worst
is
thing I
a
said. It's gonna get in my head. It's gonna
wonderland.
corkscrew.
Your
It's gonna say,
body
John,
is
fuck
a
you. There's some things you just shouldn't do. You're gonna run the whole transcript through that brick you call the brain, and then you're gonna complain. You're gonna ask if you can take it out, and the next time they put it up on the net, you're gonna say, that thing I'd rather forget. Can we take the rap out? Did we do it yet? I just don't want to hear from people telling me that there was something I said that they could get the smell on me, that I was trying too hard in the backyard. I brought the milkshake, but it had lard, and it was all curdled. Yeah, I don't want to be that way, so I think I did it right. But now that I did, that's why I kept rapping tonight. So when I get in the car, I think about the rap. This is the thing that I did that's crap. To make it off balance, to make it strange. It's got to be strange. So tomorrow is a new day, a new direction, a new way. I got to improve, I got to change. I did it too well tonight. That racks my brain. I got to get in the tub and wonder what I can write to tell you, can you take a couple things out tonight? Because I don't like 2 legs. I don't like 4 legs. I don't like even pegs. I like shit missing. That's when my brain goes blissing out. Ooh, opioid love, up there in the tub,
Holy
Brother,
fuck,
brother, love,
John Mayer just blew our fucking mind. You buried the lead. You fucking rap good. I'm embarrassed that I did it in front of you. You can never come back again.
Wow. That's good. Apparently, the key is looking up to the right.
Actually,
And like doing this with your fingers.
Oh, yeah, he was doing
this.
that.
That was something.
That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
What were those keys for around his neck? What was those keys for?
I don't know. At the high,
He drives an Uber, so he has to have keys to get in.
Well,
So much
Rob-
hate. So much hate.
They were keys to the bathroom.
Keys to the bathroom.
All right.
In the bathroom.
You know what? What I never mentioned.
Fucking dick.
Pick it up.
Hit me in the kneecap with a microphone.
That does hurt. Children, please.
You like that noise, Rob? You like that?
Shit! Shit! Shit!
Look what you're doing. Look what you're
Brandon
doing.
away.
Let's just get nice.
Sorry.
A
Please
majority
continue.
of those clips are at Meltdown, which is now gone. And
Yeah.
I think we always knew how special that place was. And of course, when it closed down, we were all able to eulogize it. But the thing, like, I always thought, oh, this is a good place because of the crowd that it draws and the simplicity and all this stuff. But we moved out of there and tried to do this show at my stage at Starburns with an audience, without an audience. We tried to do the show in a VO booth. Now we've moved here. This place is great, no disrespect, but the crazy thing that is to realize that, Meltdown was more than actually the absence of a bunch of stuff. It was actually like inimitable. It was like I always thought of it as like, if we could just get these pillars out of here, we'd be great.
Right? Yeah.
But there was something secret about it, and I don't know what it is. Like, do you think it was as true like natives of that place and founding parents of it? Was it? I'll start you off with one thing that people have said over and over again. Was it simple altitude? Like, is it just that the audience and the performer are like down at the same level?
I think that's part of it. It always felt like a basement to me, like your coolest friend's like parents' basement that you got to hang out in and do whatever you wanted in, and everybody left you alone.
They say low ceilings are important for comedy.
Yeah,
like
I think
high
they are.
ceilings are good
Yeah.
for music.
It just had like the opposite of an Indian burial ground, like whatever that is. Like it just
Indian living air.
But was that place a fluke? Was that an accidental discovery, or did someone have to stand in that space and go, "This would be perfect for performance"?
I think Gaston, the owner of Meltdown Comics, always wanted it to be a performance space, but I think he wasn't ever going to put in time to like he didn't have the ability to put in time to like make it one. So that was kind of loosely like random shows were there, and then and then we started doing Meltdown there, and then I got hired to like do all the other shows there, which is how Harmontown, because I was like, I need shows so bad, and there was nothing happening, but it just always felt magical.
Yeah, it's like, you say all those things about the high ceilings and that it was a pretty small space. Whatever it is, whatever the physical dimensions of a great comedy theater are, it had that. But it also had, I don't know, the fact that you had to go through a comic book store to get there. There was, it was like, as you said, an Indian living air about that place. There was something magical about it,
I understood that's the thing, is that I understood the comic going through it. I understood the factual information. Oh, it's hip.
Yeah.
It's the new Largo. It's LA. It's underground. But understanding that as a matter of fashion, which makes it like actually artificial, where you go like, oh, the reason this is successful is actually because of mass hysteria, is actually a disservice, because that room is inimitable. Like, we sit here in this room, for instance, we like try to we're like, God damn it, now that we're in a different room, how do we get that fucking Meltdown sound? And it's crazy. Like, if I were gonna record an album, whatever that is anymore, I would be like, can we buy the Meltdown space? Like, because what is it? It's mysterious.
Yeah, there's also a whole community around it. I mean, we would see people come to our show, and then they would become friends, and people like met there and got engaged and married and divorced, and
and they went on to work here and went on to work
felt
at
more
other
appropriate.
places.
Like, if you guys got married after tonight, you'd be monsters. Like, why did you marry him?
I will say your
audience... well,
audience...
we were sitting next to each other in a fucking auditorium downtown. It'd be like, you monster, you deserved this divorce. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Your audience has always been the most special of all the audiences, I will say, that Meltdown ever had. The most, literally people saying, bringing in their own chairs, because I told a guy once, will you pay the money for the chair? Jokingly, and he brought his own chair the next week.
To be like, now I get it free.
Yeah.
You can guess who that was.
Yeah. And I had no choice but to be like, you have bested me.
Yeah.
Please come on in.
Does it rhyme with Thradum Flob? Flodberg?
100%, yeah.
Yeah, it does rhyme with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't, I mean...
Sorry.
I knew our audience was special, but I always thought that place was so special, and we'll be fine here too. But also, it's been 300 episodes, so why not stop? Let's just stop. Just stop.
Are you nanetting this thing right now?
Stop it! Stop!
Oh, bro, are you
stop
nanetting
making
this
the
thing?
podcast? Stop making it! I'm not fishing for that.
Is this the last episode? Can you swear to that?
Jesus, you're the one pushing it.
I want to see what happens.
Nah, I'm too drunk to make decisions.
That's fair.
I'm just tired. I'm tired of being me. I'm tired of being famous.
Stopping doing the podcast won't stop you from being you.
Will it, though?
Yeah, no, but I could be me in a dark room where no one can hurt me anymore.
You can hurt yourself. Who's the one person who hurts you the most?
What? No, no one has ever given me more pleasure than myself. Believe me, you lock me in a room with me, I'm gonna experience a lot of pleasure. That's the one thing I know for sure. There will be no pain. You come back in a year and there will be like a lot of blogs on the wall and it won't be written in ink. Anyways, what else
some
is
Ziploc bags if you need them.
What else is on the docket? Well, look, wait, we didn't even like. If I was a Martian, and I was listening to the podcast. Like, oh, who's Kumail and Emily? Who the fuck are you guys? Like, we bid you guys kind of farewell. There was never an official thing, but like our ships drifted apart. We haven't spoken to you guys. What has changed about life? Like, is there anything to?
We got some fake grass in our lawn instead of real grass.
Did you guys move? You got a
No,
nice
we
house?
didn't.
Oh.
We had a nice house.
Are you still living in the same place as when you were non-Oscar nominated?
Yeah, well, when you get nominated, you
They
get a
instantly
house.
give you
The
a new
Oscar
house,
nomination doesn't come with a deed to a new house.
Yeah, and they take it away from someone.
Actually,
just a normal person.
It's actually all the nominees of your category move into the same house, and the winner gets to keep it. That's what's unfortunate. So we
So
got to
Jordan
live there,
Peele is
and
living in our
Jordan's there
house
now. Yeah,
now.
yeah, we call it our house. I mean, yeah,
No, we're in the same place.
we're in the same place. Yeah.
All right, in terms of career, both as actors, writers, like so, like if you, to the extent that you can remember, so imagine this path before the Big Sick, and now then the Big Sick is this big black box that's like, we can't analyze that, but imagine that as a black box for the purpose of the equation. So can you compare, like what has like really empirically
Everything.
shifted?
It's
Yeah.
very different.
Yeah.
Good and bad.
Sure, but
Yes,
mostly good.
More
yeah.
good than bad. Yeah.
We get to choose what we want to work on rather than being like, oh, it'd be cool if we got this job. Either one of us. I would
People
say.
think we know what we're doing.
Oh my God,
so
that's the best part.
very scary.
Yeah.
Do you
Very
think that's
scary.
mostly is that like it's because obviously the agents like are able to now, it's like they're able to people are able to say, can I meet with them, and the answer is yes, and like you get to like, have these meetings that you never thought you'd have, and so it's mostly positive, right?
Yeah.
Well, the greatest thing really is the thing that we've wanted to do for years and years and years. For a little brief window right now, we're in a position where we can do them.
Right.
It can go away very quickly.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
If the next movie I'm in, if it comes out, it doesn't do well, it could go away right then. You see it all the time. So we're trying to. Well, we're very aware of that. It's a little bit scary.
That raise your anxiety, which is a terrible thing to happen to you that wouldn't have been the case before you hit the moon with a
'cause
slingshot.
Now it's like the expectations are high. I mean, I'm sure you're aware of this. But like, and so everybody keeps telling us, don't write your second thing, write your third thing.
Right.
Like, don't skip
Well,
past
first of all,
it.
I've actually never heard that, and that like that's fucking.
That's great, right?
That sounds awful, and accurate, and
Yes.
like horrifying.
Yeah.
That sounds awful.
Because there's so much pressure on you to like recreate.
What does that mean? I don't quite
It
understand.
means skip the second thing just because you put so much pressure on yourself for what were you going to write
Everybody's
next.
like, oh my God, what will you guys be doing next?
They're like, skip it. Just go to the
we
next
would literally be doing press.
thing. But everyone else knows this is your second thing.
Yeah.
It's not as good.
No, we would be doing press.
This
for,
idea that there would be pressure on you, that you would go, say you loved poodles, and you're like, and then you made The Big Sick, and then
Okay.
you're like, The Big Sick made everybody like, J.J. Abrams wants to meet with you, and then you're like, do we pitch him the poodle movie, or do we like pitch him a fucking Star Trek poodle thing, or like you have an anxiety that didn't exist when you were just like, I'll fucking do anything I want.
There's a fear when you actually get the freedom to do whatever you want of like, oh shit, now I have to do whatever I want.
Now I have to bet right.
Yeah, now I have to.
Or the house wins.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly right. That
But
is
I would
definitely a
say
fear.
we've done a good job of only doing what we so that what we want to do has not changed, and we've been able to do that. We haven't like.
What are you saying?
Like the stuff that we liked before our movie, that we were like, we want to make stuff like this.
Sure, yeah.
Is the kind of stuff.
That's the stuff that we're both doing individually and together. So it's like that part's good, but then it's also like when you get the freedom to do whatever, there's like a certain terror in the freedom to do whatever.
Here's my most sensitive, crazy question, because you guys are life partners and writing partners. What does that do to a relationship? Like to be under, like I've never
It
even
makes you take
experienced.
all your clothes off when you take a shit.
Yeah. And I put all of his clothes on when I take a shit, so that's what's changed.
You guys have been very candid, so I would have said, like, have you had fights that have like been brought on by
Monstrous fights, absolutely. Yeah.
You don't have to share them because I think that's too
Yes.
we live in too gossipy a world. So.
No, it's not. Yeah.
It's not gossipy. So we have had fights because the thing is, if you have a fight with a coworker, there's a ceiling to where that fight can go.
Yep.
But if you're having a fight with a coworker who's also the person you're in love with, the ceiling is much higher. So you can start on a
Or
fight.
lower, really. The basement's much lower.
Yes, the basement's lower. So if you're starting on, like, hey, I disagree, it should be like this. With a coworker, you're like, it can't really get as personal as it can with this. So we really had to have rules. We had to figure out how to be able to write together.
I think if you shared a couple of those, it'd be valuable. First of all, to me, I have a girlfriend who's a writer. Like
Very talented writer.
We get by okay. It's fucking it's a challenge to like approach the area.
Yeah.
Because we're not partners. We don't work on stuff together. So like if you guys figured out how to not kill each other,
We just have like a couple of rules of like you can't, you have to find the specific, we literally book time to work with each other rather than just assuming that the other person's available. I think that's a big one.
You have to have those lines, otherwise
Yeah.
just hanging out at home can be worse.
So to be clear about that, if you guys are like, hey, as lovers, let's go stay at this hotel and have pina coladas. If Kumail's like, that's a good pina colada. I think the protagonist should think. Emily's like,
No,
knock
thank
it
you.
off,
No,
fuckface.
thank you. Yeah.
Like, okay.
Literally in the shower before you came here, you were like, can I ask you a work question? And I said no.
Hey, I'm in here taking a shit. I'm not showering. I can understand your confusion. I'm naked.
Let's turn the air conditioner off on the ride over to the theater.
In the bathroom.
Well, we have specific work times, and then, as you said, if we're like just hanging out, we have to get the other person's. If she thinks of something for the movie or whatever we're working on, she has to be like, hey, can we switch gears? So
Right.
and the other person has to give you permission, and that makes a huge difference.
Is there a safe word to get out?
No, that's actually
It's a real
probably
question.
a good idea.
Like,
yeah.
it would be like, look, fucking too much.
Yeah.
Ruining the honeymoon.
Yeah,
Like,
and don't do it in bed. No talking about work stuff in bed. That's a
That's
big
true.
one. Yeah. And yeah.
And we also don't like the way we write together is when we're like breaking a story or something, we're together, but then we don't actually write in the same room.
That would destroy, I think,
we
both of
email
us.
drafts back and forth, but you know it's great. Like so we're like working on something right now together, and it's like really exciting because we'll like talk about it, and then later in the day I'm like, Emily thought of that one thing. I don't think anybody in the world but her could have thought of that. And it's really exciting. And it's also like she'll write something and I'll be the first person in the world to read it. And that's very exciting. It's like I get to look inside her brain. So the positives far
That's so
outweigh.
sweet. I can't even handle that. It's so sweet. No, you don't have to clap for it. I'm just saying, like, it is very sweet. And I also, I feel the same way about you. And I think that's
Good.
part of it. It's starting with that respect of like, oh, I really like what he does. And what a cool thing that I get to have access to it before anybody else. And you have to kind of start on that foot of like, I'm a big fan of this person. Because if not, if you're coming at it from like a how can I fix what they've done,
Right.
then you're already losing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
I am never going to find love.
Well, you don't have to start there. You don't have to start here. You can just be at Rite Aid and be like, she shares my interest in these knit socks.
I bet
Like,
you're the best boyfriend. I've thought about this. I bet you're the best boyfriend.
You've thought about this?
I have. Yeah.
Did you think about it in the bathroom?
Can't you see it in her drafts?
Yeah. Why is everyone named Steve Agee?
I do think that's amazing. I don't want to lose that, if only for myself, just that idea, because it's a, you know how magnets, like they have fields, so like they can propel each other as easily as they can. Like magnets are out of fucking control. They get in the presence of each other, and they do shit beyond your control. I'm not being insane clown posse. I also don't understand magnets, but I'm not pretending I do. But but it's like, because Cody and I aren't writing partners. We don't write together, but she's the first writer I've ever been with.
Mm-hmm.
And like, when the truth is, like, for her to say, hey, would you read my script? Like, it sends fucking spasms of panic through me.
Really?
Yes, because what you guys have achieved is you're like, oh, I'm a big fan and all this stuff. Well, you've worked together and done this stuff, and it's like, I'm like, there's like I freak out because I'm like, what if I fuck up? What if
you fuck up while reading her stuff?
Well, what if anything about this perfect stasis?
Oh, you're like, what if I don't like it?
It's like you guys are, to put it in Star Wars terms, like what you guys are kind of describing to me is like, hey, we're Luke and Han, and but people change roles. And then I'm like, but if you see a writer from across a bar and then you're like, you start talking and then you start dating and then you hook up and you're in a relationship with a writer, it's like you're Han and like who's gonna shoot first? Like
Han.
You never
Clearly
wanna,
Han.
You don't want to fuck with that. Like, whoa,
yeah, baby.
Oh, she just wants another drink. Okay.
Cody Heller, everybody. Oh. Cody, have a seat.
No. I'm really just filling
Came
my
out
drink.
here to remind you to shut the fuck up.
I'm listening from back there.
But
Well,
yeah, I mean,
it is work. I'm not saying that the way that we work together it's still work. You have to sort of figure out, and there's still bumps and.
We both think we're alpha still.
Yeah,
That's not, like, that doesn't go away. You just have to kind of, like, realize, like, oh, maybe sometimes there's 2 alphas or 2 betas. Like,
yeah,
it doesn't go away.
I have achieved that. I have that with Rob a little bit. Like when we write together. Like Rob and I have written stuff together for 20 years, and then like Justin, who did Rick and Morty, like you find partnerships with people where you're like, okay, this works, and it doesn't always work. But you're talking about like when you think about the math of it, like anybody in this room might be like, oh, I get together on Wednesdays and I write with my friend, and we're trying to write a screenplay together, and they're my writing partner. Take the difficulty, the challenge of that relationship, multiplied times, unrelated to anything that I do, like, I'm dating this person, I'm trying to make that work, and then you multiply those 2 things. That's why I'm like, what? How are you guys?
Well, we were
not
lucky in that we were able to work together and not write together, because writing is a sort of a very personal thing.
Very vulnerable, yeah.
Very vulnerable thing. So we sort of, with Meltdown, I was performing and she was producing the show, and then we hosted a podcast together. So we slowly worked up to figuring out how to write together, because that is.
You guys had a precedent of not punishing each other for vulnerability,
Yes.
things like that. Like, I think that's important.
Or at least forgiving
Emily's
each other for doing
background
that.
as a mental health professional, maybe not to
There you go.
throw.
I don't think that hurts, no.
if you're gonna write with a lover, find a shrink. Maybe is the lesson. No. All right. Well, thank you for answering that stuff. Frankly.
Well, the other thing that's great is that we're very similar in the things we like. I think for different reasons, and so we're able to write together because we have the same aesthetic, the same taste, but we sort of focus on different things of it. So we kind of have different strengths that work well together.
Is one of you the better dialogue or story person, or is it like, or are you kind of both equally strong there, or like, do you guys kind of share roles?
Well, Emily's very good at character stuff because she's a therapist, and tell them about your thing about how you sort of. Well, when you're like therapizing someone, you're
Tell them about how you accidentally caught that murderer while we were writing that Nash Bridges spec.
No, I mean, we both have, and he's also very good at that too. Like, and yeah, we're both kind of good at the same stuff, I would say. We don't need to give writing. Yeah,
sure.
We're both good at the same stuff, I would say. Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I watched your movie way too late, but I watched it on a plane, and it was like, I fucking just adored it. I love it so much.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Were you wearing underwear?
Fuck yeah, me undies, baby.
Me undies all the way.
It kind of reminds me of.
Dan, I'm gonna jump in here because you guys are talking about being a married couple, and we're all kind of a unit. We're all kind of a family. Can we play the family rap and MC John? And thank you so much for listening to shows. I don't know how many you all have listened to, but thank you for putting up with our nonsense. Let's play a family MC John rap, and then let's fuck off into the night.
When you move your body to the beat, when you see everybody in the street, you got the action, I got the water. We'll put them both in a cup with our daughter. Family on the street with a bucket and a cup, doing everything. What's up, family? Family on the street tonight with a bucket and a cup. What's up, bucket?
Yo, my name is MC John. I'm here to mow the lawn. I'd like to use a rake, but that grass will not take. I gotta get up on the riding mower. Go faster, don't go slower. Mow around the trees and yard. I fucked your mama hard.
I want to see you next Tuesday night. I don't want to get into a fight.
Yeah, don't get in a fight, baby.
'Cause you are my family and I love you. Say what? I won't steal your socks or your shoes. Family, 'cause you got what I need. Family.
Thank you for coming to Harmontown, everybody. Give it up for Rob Schrab, Steve Agee, Brandon Johnson, Kumail Nanjiani, Emily Gordon, the reason this all happened, Spencer Crittenden, the game master. Let's also give it up for everybody that's helped us out. I'll forget some names, but Sarah, Kevin, Zach, Yusan, Church, Chris, Nolan, Steve Levy, Spencer Crittenden, I'm a comptroller, Jeff Davis, your mayor is Dan Harmon, everybody.
Thank you.
Did you get any of that?
It's a good show.
My name is Dr. Ken. I'm here again. I'm here in 9 and 10. I'm gonna come back again. Yo. My name is Dr. Ken. I'm going to be here again when I go down to the evening room. I'm gonna fuck your mama in her womb and make her pregnant till she has a baby. I'm gonna fuck her. She said, maybe if I raise it with you, it'll be rich. But I said, whoa, it's gonna need another stitch. A peasy out of me, a peasy pleasy me. I'm gonna do it to you until you do it to me. I'll take you to a place you've never been, 'cause I told you before, my name is Dr. Fucking
Dr. Ken! Dr. Ken! Fucking all the mamas, fucking all the mamas. Dr. Ken, he's fucking all the mamas, fucking all the mamas again.
Baby bop bop, baby bop bop. Fucking mama till she goes and then mama then bop. I put her down the broom into the time. Put your mama on the pine sol and the turpentine. Got the with the ceiling and the floor. I fucked your mama a little bit, then I fucked her some more. I fucked her from wall to wall, side to side. Fucked your mama in a narrow opening and then the wide.
Dr. Ken, fucking all the mamas, fucking all the mamas.
Great work!
Dr. Ken, fucking all the mamas again.
I'm solid gonna do it to you, then I
again. I'm gonna have a slave army till you come again. I'm gonna march through your walls and free all your people. I'm gonna fuck up your churches and all your fucking steeples. I'm gonna bring all my armies inside your walls. Gonna fuck your mama so hard she's gonna think her name was
Dr. Ken.
I like to go outside and look at the sun and look at the stars. That means I go out in the day and the night. I'm never inside. I'm a monster man.
Wait. That's a good song.
And were you happy with the episodes of Community that Rob directed?
No, they're great.
Yeah, it kept Yahoo alive, right? It's like they went Yahoo. Oh shit! Oh fuck! Shit! How much do paintballs cost? Oh my god! 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 Oh, fuck me! Just fuck me! Somebody just fuck me to death! I want to die! Oh my god! Oh Jesus Christ! Maybe I read the numbers wrong. Let's look. Oh! It's worse! It's worse than I thought it was!
Mr. Yahoo, there is a board meeting that is happening actually in the room you're standing in right now.
Yeah, okay.
Someone just wanted to remind you of that.
I'm CEO, head of the stockholders, and chief board member. My name is Johnson. I'd like to know why we spent $30 billion this year on TV shows that no one wanted to watch.
The new form of comedy explains itself.
Roll the film.
In the 1938 says a new form of comedy. Look at those boys go. Cary Grant's got a new form
I'm just
of
gonna
comedy.
leave. I'm just
Marilyn
gonna leave.
Monroe was
Lisa Yahoo, you can find your own way home, right?
I'm only 7.
That's okay. Here's $50. Find a cab.
I'm rich.
No, look
I'm
at
gonna
those
go-
gams.
I'm going to start my own network.
Take
Good luck with that. Good luck with that. It's super easy. It's so easy. Good luck. It's super easy. Good luck.
And that's how CISO was born.
Give us another joke, Dan. Dan, how about a joke? Here, let me give you a subject. Shoes. Go. Give us a shoe joke. Give us one of your famous Dan Harmon shoe jokes. Dan, come on. Top 5 Dan Harmon best shoe jokes. Starting with the 5th joke. All right, here we go.
We're going live. We're going.
What's he doing?
We're going live, people. We're going live.
All right. Jesus Christ, man. How
Number
many jokes
5.
are there?
Guy walks into a shoe store with a bottle of champagne and his cock hanging out of his pants. The shoe woman says, "Can I help you, sir?" And he says, "What do you have in an 11.5?" She takes him in back. There's a sheep there wearing a beautiful pair of ruby slippers on its front hooves and these amazing Air Jordan cross trainers on its rear hooves. But it's got this gaping mouth for a butthole, a human mouth with teeth and lipstick and a tongue. She says, "Have at it," and goes back to the front of the store. He's left holding the champagne and his cock. She's sweeping up later, he comes out with an empty bottle and no cock. She says, did you enjoy the 11 and a half? And he says, at these prices, I'm going to need more champagne.
We'll be back with joke number 4.
What do you call a shoe with no sole? The top of a sock.
All right, we're gonna
that
keep it
was a little more cerebral than number 5.
We're gonna keep it moving. All right.
He's making us think.
Yep.
Why did the... Why did the Asian shoe in a racist society go to the horse's stable when he felt untied? He wanted to find the laces. I was looking for the laces. This is a racist society.
Here comes Dan Harmon.
Why do shoes come in pairs? They like to converse.
Oh my God.
Oh.
The ratings are going through the roof.
Gary. We build the number one joke as the number one joke for a reason. It has to top the Converse joke.
This has gotta
the
be-
Converse joke is a fucking 24-karat goddamn piece of genius.
We're gonna be so fucking. All he has to do is tell one more joke. All he has to do is tell one more joke.
Because they like to converse.
It's gotta be the best joke of the night.
Damn, I'm gonna fucking.
We got a big titted here.
Big titted head.
Big titted in here. One more joke. Oh my God! Emmy season, sweep, moonshot. We're gonna be so fucking rich. All he has to do is tell one more shoe joke.
Only one more joke.
Oh my God!
One more joke.
Oh my God.
Hey Dan,
Oh my
Dan,
God.
honey, it's Susan and Gary from the booth. Can you hear us?
Oh God! Holy shit!
Yes. We're
my
coming
God.
back from Tony Taco Time in 5 seconds.
Oh my God!
Just be yourself out there, sweetheart. We love you. We got a
Holy
big.
shit!
Take
Take it home,
Take
shoe
it home.
boy.
Take
Come
it
on,
home.
shoe boy. Shoe boy. Come on, kick it. Kick this joke. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3.
What do shoes and tarps have in common? Under specific circumstances, they are covering corns.
That's been it for Dan Harmon Tells Shoes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Baby dance. Baby dance. Baby dance.
Big pile of booties out front. Candid Camera hosted by Alan Funt. Saw your mama just the other day. Got on my knees and I started to pray. Cause your mama's booty is like a god to me. It's all that I ever see. Like a Tootsie Roll in those old ads. I fucked your mama. Her name is Tad. Thaddeus by birth. Then later shortened to the informal Tad. I took your mama to the beach. I fed her apples, I fed her a peach. She started to get heartburn because the citric acid, that's what we learned, is causing her esophagus to fuck her up. Now she's in a sarcophagus. She's not dead. She's just getting out of her head. Little meditation exercise. Fucked your mama between her juicy thighs. Put my head inside. I got reverse born. Now I'm wide. I'm wide. W-I-D-E. I meant to say it. It's a new way to say cool. Wide. You're wide now. All right. We're good.
I gotta say, man, that shit was wide.
That shit was wide.
Well, I was gone for far too long, but now I'm back. I was gone and for too long, your comptroller was black. But now I'm back and here to stay, and all I want to say is, some people call me Pringles Dick, but I never really found out why. I don't really have a Pringles dick, I just keep my dick inside. I keep my dick inside a Pringles can because it keeps my penis safe and dry. Some people call me Pringles Dick, but I never really found out. No, I never found out. I never really found out why. If you know, sing along. Some people call me Pringles Dick, but never found out why. I don't really have a Pringles dick, I just keep my dick inside. I keep my dick inside a Pringles can because it keeps my penis safe and dry. Some people call me Pringles Dick, but I never really found out. I never really found out why.